You've been doing everything right. You show up, you put in the work, you sweat through your sessions, and yet the scale hasn't moved in weeks. Your progress photos look identical. You feel stuck inside a body that simply refuses to change no matter what you throw at it. And the worst part, you have no idea why. That feeling is one of the most demoralizing experiences a person can go through in their fitness journey. You start questioning yourself. You wonder if you're just not built for this. You wonder if all those people transforming their bodies have some secret you don't. You start thinking maybe you just need to run more, bike more, push harder on the treadmill until your lungs burn and your legs give out. But here's the truth that nobody is telling you, and it's the truth that changes everything. More cardio is not the answer. In fact, for most people stuck at a plateau, adding more cardio is the exact move that keeps them stuck even longer. So let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body, why you've hit this wall, and exactly what you need to do to break through it permanently. First, understand this. Your body is not broken. Your body is brilliant. When you first started working out, your body had no idea what was coming. It panicked a little, burned calories like crazy, dropped weight, and you felt unstoppable. But your body adapts. That's its superpower and your current nightmare. After weeks or months of doing the same things, your body becomes so efficient at your workouts that it barely has to work to complete them. What used to burn 500 calories now burns 250. You're working just as hard, sweating just as much. But your body has essentially figured out all your moves. It's playing chess while you're playing checkers. Now here's where most people make the critical mistake. They think more equals better. More miles, more sessions, more hours. And I get it, because it feels logical. But what actually happens when you pile on more cardio on top of an already exhausted system is this. Your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, spike through the roof. Your muscle tissue starts breaking down because your body needs fuel and it starts cannibalizing your hard-earned muscle to get it. Your metabolism, which was already slowing down, drops even further because your body goes into survival mode. And now you're burning fewer calories at rest, losing muscle, feeling exhausted, and wondering why the mirror isn't changing. That's the plateau trap. And it's vicious. We have a program linked in the description below that walks you through this entire transformation in a completely structured, step-by-step way. People who felt exactly where you're feeling right now are seeing real results by applying a completely different approach. If you've been spinning your wheels for months, the information in that program will feel like someone finally turned the lights on. But don't rush to click it yet, because the strategy I'm about to share is going to show you whether or not you're actually ready to use it. So what do you do instead of more cardio? The answer starts with something called progressive overload, and it's the most powerful tool you're probably not using correctly. Progressive overload means systematically making your workouts slightly harder over time. Not randomly harder, not dramatically harder, but strategically harder in a way your body can't adapt to fast enough. Here's how this looks in real life. If you did 10 push-ups last week, this week you do 11. If you lifted 30 pounds last week, this week you lift 32.5. Small, deliberate, consistent. Your body never gets comfortable. Your body never gets efficient enough to coast. It's constantly being challenged, just slightly beyond its current capability. And that challenge forces it to change. Studies consistently show that people who apply progressive overload to their training see 2 to 3 times more body composition change than people who do more steady-state cardio. 2 to 3 times, with less time spent working out. Let that sink in for a second. But progressive overload alone isn't the whole picture. Because here's what's happening underneath the surface that most fitness advice completely ignores. Your hormones are running the show. You can do everything technically right and still not see results if your hormones are working against you. This is the hidden layer of the plateau that almost nobody talks about in simple terms, so let me break it down in the clearest way possible. When you're stressed, sleep-deprived, undereating, or overtraining, your body floods itself with cortisol. Cortisol tells your body to hold on to fat, especially around your midsection. It's your body's ancient survival mechanism kicking in. Back when humans were running from predators, holding on to energy stores meant survival. Your body doesn't know you're just stressed about work or sleep-deprived because of life. It responds the same way it did 10,000 years ago by gripping onto every bit of fat it can find. So the solution to breaking a plateau isn't always doing more. Sometimes the single most powerful thing you can do is rest more strategically. Eat a little more on the right days. Sleep 1 extra hour. Take a deload week where you back off intensity slightly, let your hormones rebalance, and then come back swinging. People who do this consistently report breaking through months-long plateaus within 2 to 3 weeks of implementing proper recovery cycles. 2 to 3 weeks after being stuck for months, because they finally stopped fighting their body and started working with it. Now let's talk about the one change that has the most dramatic impact on plateau breaking, and also the one that surprises people the most: strength training. Not cardio, strength training. Here's the visual I want you to hold on to. Imagine a furnace. Cardio is like throwing paper into that furnace. It burns hot and fast, and then it's gone. Strength training, building actual lean muscle, is like throwing a log into that furnace. It burns slower, steadier, and for much longer. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, which means it burns calories around the clock. Even while you're sitting on your couch, even while you're sleeping, even while you're doing absolutely nothing. Every pound of lean muscle on your body burns approximately 50 calories per day just to exist. 10 extra pounds of lean muscle means 500 extra calories burned every single day without stepping foot in a gym. Now compare that to cardio. 1 hour of moderate cardio burns roughly 300 to 400 calories, and the moment you stop running, the burning stops too. The math is not even close. People who make this shift from cardio-dependent training to strength-focused training consistently report something powerful. Within 6 to 8 weeks, their clothes fit differently even before the scale dramatically changes. Their energy levels improve noticeably, they stop feeling like they're fighting their body, and start feeling like they're finally in control of it. This is not about becoming a bodybuilder. This is about becoming the most efficient, most transformed version of your current body. And the people who understand this principle earliest in their journey are the ones who seem to get results almost effortlessly while everyone around them stays frustrated. Let's talk about nutrition for a moment, because this is where so many people unknowingly sabotage everything. When you hit a plateau, the instinct is to eat less, cut more calories, restrict harder. And again, this feels logical on the surface, but here's what's actually happening when you dramatically restrict your calories for an extended period. Your body reads the incoming food shortage as a famine signal, and it does 3 things simultaneously. It lowers your metabolic rate to conserve energy, it increases hunger hormones dramatically to make you eat more, and it starts breaking down muscle tissue for fuel rather than burning fat. You end up in a lower muscle, lower metabolism, higher hunger, more frustrated version of yourself. The real solution involves something called strategic calorie cycling. On your harder training days, you eat more. On your rest days or lighter days, you eat a little less. This keeps your metabolism guessing, keeps your hormones in a favorable state, and ensures your body always has the fuel it needs to build muscle while still creating the conditions necessary to burn fat. Research shows that metabolic adaptation, which is the scientific name for what kills your plateau progress, is significantly reduced when calories are cycled rather than kept flat and low. This doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't require a nutrition degree. It just requires understanding the principle and applying it consistently, which is exactly the kind of thing that separates people who break through plateaus from people who stay stuck for years. And speaking of what separates the people who succeed from the people who don't, let me be honest with you for a second about something important. The information to break your plateau is not hidden. It's available. It's out there. But information without a clear, organized system that tells you exactly what to do on day 1, day 7, day 30, and day 90 is still just information. Most people who stay stuck aren't stuck because they lack motivation. They're stuck because they lack a clear roadmap that accounts for their specific situation, their plateaus, their hormones, their recovery needs, and their lifestyle. They're stuck because they're piecing together advice from 100 different sources and getting 100 different results. The people who break through and stay broken through are the ones who stop improvising and start following a proven system built on exactly these principles we've been talking about. Now here's what I need you to understand as we finish this conversation. The version of you that wakes up 1 year from now is being decided right now, not in some vague future moment, right now. The people who keep doing what they've always done will be in the exact same place next year, frustrated, wondering why their body won't change, adding more cardio, cutting more calories, spinning their wheels in the same direction. And the people who decide today that they're going to approach this differently, that they're going to stop fighting their biology and start working with it, those are the people who experience the kind of transformation that makes others ask what changed. The program linked in the description below is built on every principle we talked about today: progressive overload, hormonal optimization, strength-focused training, strategic nutrition cycling, and structured recovery. It's not for people who are looking for a shortcut or a quick fix, because those people won't do the work required to see real results anyway. It's for the person watching this right now who is genuinely ready to stop guessing and start knowing exactly what to do and why. If that's you, the link is right there. Every week you wait is a week your body stays exactly where it is today. That decision is entirely yours.